Well, Coach, I don't want to let you take your breath there for a second, but you guys had every opportunity to quit and mail that one in. It feels like a culture win. It feels like in the end, the culture won this football game. How do you feel about that, and how would you kind of describe that?
Incredibly proud of our guys. So proud of our fight, playing the next play. We've seen it nonstop, but then making the plays in the fourth quarter to win the football game, having the ability to convert on a fourth down. After everything that we had went through in the game, and for our guys to keep believing, to play the next play, to execute in a time like that to me, it shows toughness, and that's what I just got through talking about in there. Tough people win in life. We've got a tough football team. I'm proud of those guys, and we got a lot left out in front of us.
Along those lines, it feels like 3 games are played today. I mean, Chapin goes out. We don't know if he's coming back. Mario leads you on 2 touchdown drives, and then Chapin comes back in and has the game-winning drive. I mean, take us through that aspect of it. How did all that kind of come to be?
Yeah, so we got buzzed down, and we were made to look at Blake after he took the big hit. And so for us, man, we had to go through the box checking and make sure that he wasn't symptomatic to be able to come back in the game. That takes a while. Blake never had symptoms. He felt great. Wanted to be able to get him back in the game. Proud of Camario for the way he played and did what he did on those 2 touchdown drives. But we needed an old guy to be able to go win this game. Felt that way, and he did. He came back in. He plays unbelievably tough, and he leads us down the field to go win the game there in the fourth quarter.
Colin?
For Blake to have that moment after so many close calls this season, I guess, what did that mean for you to see him fulfill that after coming back in?
It means everything, because again, the way the guy plays the game, his toughness, man, he'll die for us, and he puts it on the line every time he steps in between the white lines, and that's what leaders are made of. I just talked about it. Tough people win. Blake's a winner. He's gonna win in life because he's got great toughness, and he puts it on the line, man. So for him to be able to feel good, I talked about this on Monday. I think, like, I wanted our guys to be able to feel good, our fan base to be able to feel good. That's important to me, and today was the right step.
Jake?
Coach, there was some roughing the passer penalties, a bunch of penalties. How do you keep your guys calm in that situation, not get caught up in all the penalties and stuff like that?
Yeah, it is. It's about putting the ball down and playing the next snap. And the most important play of the game is the next play, because it's the only one that we got. So finding ways to continue to stress that, our guys believing in that, and finding ways to execute.
Steve?
You talk about toughness. That Anthony Evans catch was almost reminiscent of Michael Crabtree against Texas. It just felt like he caught the ball 7 yards short and wasn't going to be denied. I mean, maybe kind of take us through that aspect of it, what it says about him and about your program.
Yeah, again, for him, he's been a really good ball in hand guy for us. Almost turns into like a running back when he gets it in his hands and plays really tough. So loved the fact that he was able to go make the play to get the first down, and then obviously to get in the end zone and go score. So again, some great moments. I'm going to keep talking about toughness. You got no chance inside this conference if you're not built that way. We've got to continue to build on that.
Sam?
Does it feel like there's kind of some pressure relieved or monkey off the back sort of thing, just to finally get that SEC win and not talk about the losing streak much anymore?
Yeah, it feels good to get a win. It absolutely does. And I've continued to focus on this football team and this season and who we are in the moment, and not comparing ourselves to any teams in the past. Who are we today? What gives us the best opportunity to win every single Saturday? And that's been our focus. And so I guess the streak will not be talked about anymore, which I do love, because we've got a happy locker room and guys play their butt off to go win.
Carl?
Coach, you kind of just talked about it a little bit right there. First SEC win of the season, and a lot for some of these guys too that run last year's teams. The first SEC win as a player here, some of them. But a lot of emotion on the sideline. How would you describe the locker room after a game like that?
Guys loving the moment. I mean, again, the fun's in the winning. We do what we do year round for so few opportunities on huge Saturdays where it's incredibly important to find a way to go win. Being able to come on the road, play the way we did at times, which was far from clean, and then play the way we played late to give us a chance to win the game is special.
Colin?
You've talked so much, both for yourself and for your players, that learning to take control in the moment and finish drives, finish the game. As to see them, overturn a 2-touchdown lead and win it that way, does that, I guess, give an extra layer of importance to getting the job done tonight?
Yeah, I think it'll give us some things to be able to point to if we get back in those situations, and understanding it's a very real thing. We don't just say it to say it. Like, play the next play. It's the only play that matters because it's the next one. And you have to have that mentality. The people that we play week in and week out, that's the reality of the game. Things are going to be far from perfect for us, but being able to play the next play and control the controllables will ultimately give us an opportunity to do what we want to do.
Sam and Steve.
On that fourth down, on the touchdown, you took a timeout right before.
Yeah.
It kind of felt similar almost to that Texas game where you said you almost wish you would have called a timeout
Yeah.
in a similar scenario. What was maybe the discussion, or what were you guys just talking about before that play leading up to it?
Yeah, because there was plenty of time, and having to wanted to be able to take one and talk through what we were going to go run and get everybody on the same page. It's something that we've repped 1,000 times, but in that moment, there's no reason not to bring them over and talk to them about it and make sure everybody's on the same page.
Steve.
Defensively, a lot of drop 8 early, and I felt like they kind of adjusted to the 3-man front. Then you guys had to adjust, but how big was it for the defense in the fourth quarter to make those huge stops to give you guys a chance to win?
Incredible, because, and we did, we played a bunch of the drop 8 stuff. We wanted eyes on the quarterback. I think you have to play that way against these guys, so you bleed a little bit at times, which isn't perfect, but we needed eyes on the football because of the quarterback position. For us to play the way we played on the last couple of drives defensively is just awesome, because it was far from perfect again all day, but then we are able to turn it on and get off the field and create the stops to give us a chance to go win the game.
And kind of found out, I'm sorry, Brendan, on that Malik Sela feels like he's emerging as like
Yeah.
an elite pass rusher on this team. I mean, watching him get his hands on the sack there and kind of closing that thing out, what did that mean?
Just again, it's about making the plays in the moment that give you the opportunity to win the game. That's a huge one there.
Carl.
Coach, I just asked about how the players are feeling at this win, but it's your second year as a head coach, your first SEC win. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm excited for our players. I am. Man, I'm proud of those guys. Again, the ability to do what they just did in an atmosphere that I would say is as good as we've been in the fourth quarter, as loud as it was. To just continue to stay the course, play the next play, man, I'm proud of it. Again, we got a ton to do. I can't wait to be able to get back in Davis Wade next Saturday. Got a great opponent coming to our house, so I'm just proud of our guys and glad that they have the opportunity to feel good.
Sam.
Was there any thought about leaving Camario in the game after you led those touchdown drives, or was it always shaping?
No, I was wanting to know what was going on with Blake and making sure that he was okay. In that situation I wanted to have the opportunity to have Blake, who's done it and lived it and been around it. I thought that was really important. Again, what Camario did, man, was huge, was big for us, and we needed it in a big way. But I wanted to get back to Blake, and it was able to work out.
Colin.
It's kind of adding on top of that, but Camario, a true freshman, comes in a really crucial situation and delivers for you. How big is it to see that from him, doing things that, a lot of other teams would look for in a quarterback, but also he gets to see Blake come back in and deliver the game-winning stuff as well.
Yeah, it's huge for him, his development, his growth. I've continued to talk about making sure I'm putting him in positions of success as we move this thing forward. That's important to me. But for him, being able to get inside of a huge game and be inside some big moments and go do what he was able to do, I think, again, speaks to him as he's continued to prepare the right way and hadn't talked about, worrying about an opportunity, man, just what's he going to do with it when he gets it. And so proud of him and how he's handled it.
Steve, and then we'll close it out with Carla.
You mentioned that buzzing down. I know that's part of this new concussion monitoring protocol, and maybe it has happened before and it's not as noticeable because it's a quarterback, but kind of take us through that aspect of it. Like, how's that communicated to you, and like what happens after
The
that?
official comes over and says, hey, Two's got to come out of the game. They buzz this down, and then he automatically gets with our medical staff, and they start going through the steps to see whether or not he's going to be cleared to go play.
Really quick question, did you have any injury updates on Jerron Manning and some other guys that came out?
We don't. Had some guys obviously get banged up, won't have anything, and we'll probably let the injury report speak to that on Wednesday.